everybody, my Koopa Army, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to discuss what I think might be the best ever idea for a Mario game. Don't forget, like and subscribe, become part of the superior Koopa Army, because we're taking over the internet instead of Mushroom Kingdom. Now, let's hop right in. This is my idea for a Mario game. So, the basic idea is that nearly every character returns, and like every place Mario's ever visited returns. Okay, this game could work really well because, you know, it gives the fans what they want. Oh, you have like a Vivian fan, Vivian returns. If you have a I don't know, Conker fan or something, Conker returns. And like, you could have so many, you could have a party member system like Paper Mario or early every other RPG. But anyways, I don't know, you play as, the main characters you play as is Toad, Yoshi, Green Mario, and Red Luigi. So yeah, that'd be a pretty good one. And there's an unlockable character which I might talk about later in the video, so ooh, surprise, when I talk about what worlds are going to be in this. So let's go into that. Okay, now onto our section about worlds. So, okay, I'm just going to talk about what each of the levels are, maybe the order they're in. So yes, let's actually start with where you start the game. At the very start of the game, no cutscene or anything, just straight into the game. So, where we first start off for the first level is none other than Mario's house. Yes. And its appearance is mostly taken from the Paper Mario series, most notably Thousand Year Door in the first game. Anyways, this leads us to Mario waking up, or, Mario waking up, because, we start the game as Mario, and then we get to choose our character after the events take place. So, the next level then is, well, an underground level. It has to be an underground level as Mario makes his way to Toad Town. And then we have, we're going into Toad Town, a bit of a unique level, and then into like Peach's Castle, which is where cutscene takes place. We then have the Comet Observatory as a small level, and then Rainbow Road as our introduction to the Mario Kart stages. So once we get back down to Mushroom Earth, that would be pretty good. We're back on the Mushroom Earth now. Mario lands, or whoever we pick. Well, no, it changes depending on who you pick. So Mario lands in New Donk City. Yes. And I don't know, he meets Pauline or something, and we have Donkey Kong in the game as a boss here. I'll talk about bosses once we get into the story section. So yes, Mario lands in New Donk City. Luigi lands in the Dark Lands. If there's, I think, because in my mind, I think the Luigi's Mansion games take place on the outskirts of where Bowser's Castle is, so known as Darklands Mario Brothers 3. Toad lands, I don't know, he just lands somewhere that is, I know, something in the Captain Toad series, because, well, not really series, it's just ports really. Yoshi lands on Yoshi's Island and eventually meets up with whoever is one of the more main characters in the game. So, and well, the other character you meet along the way. So yeah, last level takes a bit of a step from the original Paper Mario, but more close to New Super Mario Bros. U in terms of where it is. So, yet last level is Peach's castle, but it's taken over by Bowser. I know, really original, but I know you get to run around the entirety of Peach's castle from Mario 64 to go in to, and you have to find Bowser somewhere. And then, I know, you get launched into the sky or something, and then you have to battle Bowser and go through every single boss fight from the Mario series. Well, not every boss, but every Bowser fight. Okay, I think now's time to talk about the story of the game. Here goes. It is the final section of the video. The story of probably the biggest Mario game ever made. Right, the story is Peach invites everyone for a big celebration of the kingdom. I don't know, something like the Star Festival out of Galaxy, but anyways, Bowser invades Peach and forces a wedding. I know, it was done in Super Paper Mario, I hear you say. It was done in Odyssey, I hear others say. It was done in the comics. I know. But Bowser makes sure Mario or nobody gets to the castle. So what does he do? He orders Kamek to throw Mario, Luigi, and Toad into space. And then they go to their individual spots and meet up eventually. Yes. For the sake of, I don't know, consistency, we're going to be talking about Mario's storyline. So, every villain returns. Very exciting here. Every villain returns. Everyone, even Wart, even Tatanga, everybody returns. Count Black, Shadow Queen, all this. Bowser wants to marry Peach. And there's, one boss fight for each kingdom, and that is the final boss from each game. This game's going to be tough. It's going to be massive, and it's going to probably get critical acclaim. So, okay, let's go back to Mario, I guess. He's off in space. Rosalina finds him. Rosalina finds Mario and goes with the observatory, and then Rosalina helps Mario on his, or whoever we pick, on the journey. And Rosalina says fastest path back to Mushroom Earth is Rainbow Road. And then, Mario ends up in New Donk City. And which villain from the series does he meet? Well, none other than Donkey Kong. Yes, a Donkey Kong boss fight. But anyways, Mario tries to get back, but Bowser, I guess, got Kamek to hypnotize Donkey Kong or something. Keep this in mind for the very end. He got Kamek to hypnotize Donkey Kong so to attack Mario, just like the good old days. It's actually Cranky Kong. Oh, thanks, person in the distance. Anyways, in this part of the game, yes, the boss fights Donkey Kong, you save Pauline, not the secret character. I'll say that once we get to it. We get to the next world. I don't know, it's DK Island, because that'd be cool. And we meet K. Rool on Gangplank Galleon. And we beat K. Rool, take the ship, head off to Rogueport. We meet up with all our partners from Thousand Year Door, because it's pretty sweet. And we go to Twilight Town, or Creepy Steeple. And who do we find in there? Well, obviously, the greatest character out of Thousand Year Door, Dupless. and yes, he turns into, I don't know, Peach or something to like trick Mario, and goes and, you know, there's Dupless boss fight. It's pretty much a Peach boss fight, but it's Dupless pretending to be Peach. Anyways, and you could pick a partner to come with you, but Vivian volunteers because, you know, and Vivian could get a fire flower, and it's very cool, fire powers. But Vivian is not that character. It's kind of more of a, yeah, character that helps you out, almost like a power-up, right? We then head into Bean Bean Kingdom. And in the Bean Bean Kingdom, we meet Cackletta. Or no, Fawful. Fawful. Fawful's better, he's more funny. We'll do Fawful. Fawful is there. And yes, this is where we meet Yoshi. Though I know, actually Partners in Time doesn't take place in, Bean Bean Kingdom. Dang, forgot it for a second. We meet up with Yoshi, and yes, Yoshi goes back in time, or Kamek forces Yoshi back in time, and then he meets up in the time hole from Partners in Time. Yeah, from the Bean Bean Kingdom, we head to Sarasa Land, and guys, this is where we have our secret character once Tatanga is beaten. We unlock Princess Daisy as our playable character. And, you know, well, Sarasa Land seems to be close enough to the Mushroom Kingdom. So, Mushroom Kingdom, off we go. Now, we go in to the Mushroom Kingdom and we find 1-1, but it's like filled with enemies. And then into Peach's castle we go. We find Bowser at the top of the infinite staircase. And we go to his normal level, Bowser in the sky, except it rises even higher through space and everything. First phase of his boss fight, the Galaxy 1 boss fight. And then once we're down lower, yep, it's the 64 boss fight. And then we go deeper and deeper, going through every boss fight. So I don't know, third phase, the Mario World boss fight. And then once we do that one, we end up going deeper through the kingdom. And guys, we go so deep, in fact, that everything turns like the Odyssey version, and like the entire Mushroom Planet is collapsing, and it's all 8-bit, and it's like the ending of Odyssey when you're going through the 8-bit section. But anyways, there's one final axe Mario needs to push down. Bowser is in the lava, but rises up Giga Dry Bowser. Yes, similar to Giga Bowser from the Smash Bros. Series. Yes, it is like the final boss from Mario Brothers Wii. And we get one epic ending. Every single good guy from the Mario series defeats Bowser using powers, and Bowser is gone once and for all. And the game ends with the Mario Brothers going back to New Donk City and living their normal lives as plumbers. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Become part of the superior Koopa army. Let's take over the internet instead of the Mushroom Kingdom. Well, hopefully our Koopa army could be in this game, and then we defeat them, because obviously we're the coolest army in the Mario universe. And until the next video, goodbye!